Hello everybody, I'm Roadblock and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. We are back on the free-to-play challenge account. We are going to pull some shards in this video. I am very excited. So I managed to earn 2 primals over the weekend. I talked briefly about one of the primals I was working hard to earn. Let me rephrase that. I talked about one of the primals that I was going to get. Didn't really work that hard to get it. But that's this primal right here out of the Alice chase. We want to pull that now because we're in a 2x. Granted, it's not a 2x for mythicals, but it's still a 2x for everything else. So that's good for us. That's good for us. We have a higher chance of getting an epic and, of course, a higher chance of getting a legendary. So we're going to go ahead and pull for those. We also do happen to have a void. We'll pull that too. No reason not to, I feel like. Well, I mean, there's lots of reasons not to, I guess. But for what we're doing, we're all in. We're YOLOing shards. It's more fun that way. You could almost call it a challenge in of itself, right? When you're not saving shards. So, okay. Some pretty big updates, though, about the account. We have been making very good progress on Doom Tower. I've talked about that. I was a little nervous about this boss, and I am nervous no longer. We managed to go ahead and beat this guy pretty easily, to be completely honest with you. Took a few tries. I'll admit it took a few tries, but just had to get lucky enough with Alice landing that brimstone, and that was really the secret sauce to getting this guy down. It helps that we had a provoker, but honestly, it didn't really land that often. You will notice I used Morag instead of Kale. I found Morag's Strengthen to be quite useful in keeping a lot of my champions alive, especially because of this affinity, they would get cooked. So it helped having Morag, and Morag would survive quite long. Also, the ally attacks gave me more chances to land the Brimstone proc. So, yeah, that was fun. Now this I will try tomorrow, but I highly suspect that I will not be able to do this. We struggled on this one quite a bit, and now you're talking about it doing more damage than we did the other day. I don't see myself being able to surpass this, even with Spirit Host. Who knows? We might pull something crazy from the shards. You never know. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So that was good progress there. Clan boss, kind of the same old, same old. 2 keyed brutal, 1 keyed hard. I have a key left. I do see some people taking their keys up to nightmare, and I might try it today. We'll see what happens, but I do want to point out a few things, okay? So if 2 key brutal gets me the Grandmaster chest, 1 key hard gets me the Guardian chest. If I can do enough damage, I can get an extra Guardian chest up here. If I can do 9.8 million on Nightmare. No guarantees that I'll be able to do that, but we could give it a shot. We really could. I've also learned something new, and I found this from Hell Hades' video that I hadn't considered. And so I paid close attention to when I ran my key today. That I found that... Sorry, where's my... Oh, I'm looking at Nightmare, that's why. I found that turning off the A2 of Alice was a big improvement. Now, I have her in War Master, which I'm okay with for now. Or wait, no, I don't even have her in War Master. That's right. I have her in Helm Smasher. I completely forgot that I did that. So I have her in Helm Smasher. So I don't have War Master procs or Giant Slayer. But I'm actually really fine with Helm Smasher. But what I have found is that her A1 hits harder than the A2 does. Just flat out it does. So turning off the A2, getting more hits on the A1. A1 also gives more chances to proc the Brimstone. Oh, I also wanted to make a correction. Somebody pointed it out in the comments, but I actually realized it before. When I hit 51 today, which, by the way, I hit 51 today, I was like, wait, 121 energy. Apparently it stops at 60 is what they told me in the comments. I previously said that it stopped at 50. But yeah, we'll be able to go up to... we'll get more energy per potion. I believe it's 60 is when we would be the highest. But yeah, we did hit 51. I have not done my live arena stuff yet today. It's about to activate in 1 minute, so I will do that this evening. As soon as we're done here, I will probably spend a bunch of this energy first. Let's talk about where I'm going to put the energy. Oh, sorry, I didn't even finish talking about the primals. We got one primal there. Where'd the other primal come from? Well, that came from the Champion Training Tournament. So I was thrilled to see that in the Champion Training Tournament, we had 40 of these fragments here. So, or whatever they're called. I went ahead and got them. I really don't have any interest in the teacup. Sure, you could make an argument that the books would be very, very valuable, and they absolutely are. However, energy is hard to come by, and leveling and grinding during the Champion Training Tournament is difficult. I also don't have some of the easier ways to get points. One of the common ways to get points to speed it up anyways is to use brews to put levels into your food as you feed them. But as you can see, my brew count is incredibly low right now. Interestingly enough, to complete that tournament, we actually have 4 5-star chickens ready to go. And I don't know if I have another 4-star. No, so I still have to rank up. So once this guy gets ranked up, he would be my next future 5-star. So I would be ready to rank somebody up very, very quickly. I'm holding off just a little bit, mainly because I want to put us in a position in case we get something from these shards. You know, I don't want to jump the gun. I might get a better epic there. You know, who knows what we could get. So, but yeah, that's what's been going on the account. Just double checking going through my brain and seeing if there's anything else. Oh, where am I going to be putting my energy if I'm not going to continue doing champion training? Well, we have another tournament going on right now. That is the Sand Devil tournament, and that does get us these fragments. So this is essentially, or it should be, we don't know until tomorrow when you can actually go live with the Prism Shards. But that should be essentially a sacred shard, right? We're going to have a chance to get a bunch of epics, and a chance to potentially get a legendary from that as well, with usually a reasonable 6% chance. So, yeah, I have no problems putting my energy in and going for this overnight tonight and overnight. Well, basically just, you know, any extra energy, spare energy will go into that over the next couple of days, basically. And we should be able to get that point score pretty easily. We did improve our progress there as well while we were testing and running that dungeon. We did complete stage 10, which I was very excited about. However, this is not a 100% stage, unfortunately. Stage 11 would probably be easier due to the affinity. Unfortunately, he hits too hard up here. We weren't able to survive up there just yet. Better gear, better stats in certain areas. We should see some improvement in the coming days. Hopefully we can get to stage 11 because it's a better affinity with better rewards. But for right now, stage 9 is where we have to farm, which I'm okay with. That should still get us reasonable amount of points for Sand Devil to complete that tournament. Now, I will say that tournament on my main account was like 6,000 points now. I don't know how to interpret that. I don't know if that means that it's going to be really good champions in this event or what, but that felt very steep to me. Granted, on that account, I get a lot of points per energy, so maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, but on the total they're asking for us here on the challenge account is pretty reasonable of 2,800. It is a lot of energy, but for a sacred shard or the equivalent of one, I believe that to be totally worth it. Now, we'll find out a little bit more tomorrow. I don't mind putting my energy in it overnight. If we come to find out tomorrow that it's a whole bunch of trash epics and trash legendaries, then maybe we put our energy elsewhere, but I highly doubt that to be the case. So, that's where we stand. I won't stall too much longer for you guys. We will go ahead and pull those. I did want to talk about one last thing. The Doom Tower, I talked about wanting to farm this guy. On this affinity, I've actually been able to farm it. Now, it's not 100%, But I was that's okay though, because really I'm only losing multi battles, and we have plenty of them because we don't use them, because I'm actively playing a lot. So I turn on super raids and use the multi battles and just keep it going. And if I win 50%, that's fine. I go back and do it again. And that is getting me some resources. Now, unfortunately, I'm not getting the legendary resources that I would like. We're just getting the epic resources, but because we won't get legendary until maybe floor 120, and I think that's going to be the eternal dragon resources, but we might go for that too. I don't know. I think celestial griffin is better. We just have to hope that we get some of the 5-star pieces from the guardian stuff down here. So all right, well, let's go ahead and pull these shards. We don't need to delay that any further. That's really what we're all here for. We'll start with the void, because I don't think the void's going to be anything. A Kemptum. Oh, actually, yeah, a Kemptum I think has an aura. I went to go look at this the other day, and I accidentally pulled a shard. So we don't want to do that, but we do want to see. So a Kemptum, I think, is a Skinwalker. I believe a Kemptum has an aura. Yeah, speed in all battles. We would love that. Poisons, the hexing, maybe not as important, but the speed in all battles is. We want that aura. It is way better than our Spirit Host aura in Arena and other areas of the game where we need the speed. So we definitely want to go for that. So we'll go for a Kemptum, and I feel like the most logical choice here is a Chrysia. So we'll go ahead and pull there. Let's see. We're really hoping for a solid epic. That'd be really nice. We get a rare, and oh, isn't this guy kind of interesting? Triple hitter. Each hit heals him. Decrease attack. Shield on all allies equal to 20%. HP based. Okay. Strengthen. The weak version of strengthen on all allies and provokes an enemy for 1 turn on a 4-turn cooldown. Not the worst. But I don't really foresee this making the cut on the current roster and with the current direction that I'm taking the account. So, all right. Well, now we're on to the big ones. Now, again, we do have the boosted chance right now. So 32% chance at an epic. It would be quite devastating for us to come up with 2 rares here. So really hoping for an epic. That would really be amazing. Here we go. There's an epic. Warden. Okay, Warden. Weaken on the A1. Decrease attack. Yeah. I think I just saw this guy in, like, there's some argument for use on Fire Knight, I suppose, but not really. I don't know. Maybe I'm sleeping on Warden. What are the reviews? Yeah, I'm kind of mid, yeah. Okay. Well, hoping for another epic here. That would be really solid if we could get it. There we go. Epic. And, hey, Magnar! We will take that for sure. Very happy about getting that Magnar. So I think we kind of have our other PvP nuker here. We also have... So I got to remember his kit. Give me a second here to refresh myself on the kit here. So attacks one enemy, applies the debuff spread, taking 2 random debuffs from the target and placing them on all enemies under HP burn debuffs. Also increases the duration of HP burn debuffs on all enemies by 1 turn. Places an extra hit on enemies without HP burn. Has a 50% chance of placing a stun for 1 turn on enemies under HP burns. This champion heals every time anyone in the battle takes damage from an HP burn. So yeah, basically, I think if I understood correctly, you don't want to bring a burn. Because you want this to hit twice, and it hits pretty hard. Doom Tower Defense Aura. Well, you know, I've never really used Magnar in the past before, so I am quite excited about having the opportunity to use him. So I'm looking forward to that. I think because we really need a second PvP nuker. We're really just depending on Kale to kind of fill that role right now, and he's just not really doing it. That being said, I don't know that I would really even be able to get full value out of Magnar right now, which is kind of interesting. Um, and I say that because I don't know that I have like the ignore defense gear for him. Now I don't know that that's necessary. I'm not saying it is, but yeah, kind of in a weird spot because we have really good gear on Alice and less good gear to kind of go around. I think we get, yeah, we get a pretty big burst of energy here. I'll collect that, and we're going to go ahead and use that on Sand Devil. So that's nice. And in the Titan event, get a couple more Plarium points. I don't think those points do really anything for me right now. I think we're quite a ways away from the next reward. Oh, yeah, we are a long ways away from the next reward, so not really excited about those Plarium points either. The chicken would be interesting. I do think that he'll be a good choice for Hatter's Reserve, I think it is. 5% more damage to enemies whose max HP is lower than the wearer's. So this could be pretty good for Magnar. I think we could probably get better use out of Magnar than we're currently getting out of Kale in PvP and wave clear scenarios. So I'm actually pretty excited about the pull. You know, could have been a lot worse, of course. Not gonna really get too upset at it. So, all right, well, we will call that a video. I'm excited to get to work on Magnar. I don't think, I kind of want to just make sure there isn't any other hope for me anywhere to get more fragments or a primal shard or anything of that sort. It doesn't really look like it. So, question is Magnar my next 6-star? I was hoping for a Force Affinity champion, to be completely honest with you. So if we look at Force Affinity, I'm kind of leaning in this direction a little bit. Because I actually think that in PvP, this decreased defense and weaken might be a little bit better than Ugo's. Because while it is the small version of weaken, it's better than no weaken, which is what we're currently getting out of Ugo. But the block buffs has its uses too. Alika is a prime possibility as well. Very book heavy. I don't think that we're ever really going to get to that point to where we're booking her. So I was kind of hoping maybe for something a little stronger in terms of Force Affinity, but who knows what we have a chance to pull from the Prism Shard as well. So I think I'll probably hold off on 6-starring anybody. Well, I'm going to have to because all my energy is about to go to Sand Devil anyways. So we're a little ways off of our next 6-star, but we are on pace, still doing the arena stuff right now. In fact, I think I'm ready to take this one up to 5. I am. We just barely made it. And now comes a very, very long 300 of these of gold medals. And then after that comes another 700. So we have our work cut out for us. We are ranking up a little bit in the arena. Shoot, there was a really easy fight there that I didn't see until I clicked refresh. But yeah, as you can see here, we are getting far less of the easy fights. We'll try this one. I'm very nervous about this UDK. I think we're okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. Alice is awesome. Now, of course, having a different affinity there, if we can get Magnar built up well enough, having a different affinity there is quite handy to have. I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't have a soul for him either. I don't remember getting one for him, but um, so many different accounts. I get so confused. But yeah, like wouldn't have mind Rector Drath or something in the Force Affinity realm, but um, can't complain about getting a Magnar. I think we're pretty good there. All right, everybody. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my content. Hope you enjoyed today's video. A little bit of a shorter video. Been very hyper focused on one thing, and so we hit that goal. And I wanted to show you the rewards and benefits from that goal. We have pulled a few ancients today too. I did those off camera because I know they're not going to hit. So, but these I thought might have a pretty good chance at hitting something. So, all right. Well, I will see you all next time. Take care.